Hey guys, it's time to look at our last remaining division before the official start of the 2019-20 NBA season. What we have left is one of the most interesting divisions for next season, and is the Pacific Division of the Western Conference. This division features the Golden State Warriors, who are a couple of games away from three-peating, a battle for Los Angeles between LA Clippers with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard against the Los Angeles Lakers, who also have two superstars in LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That will be fun. And if this division isn't fun enough just yet, how about adding them Sacramento Kings to the mix, who were battling for the playoff spot late last season. Phoenix Suns haven't been relevant as of late, but they have some hopes this season, and I'll tell you why. Let's start with Phoenix actually. They haven't had a winning record in 5 seasons, and even with all those high lottery picks, they have somehow managed to get worse year by year. It looks like they have hit something by drafting DeAndre Ayton, who was very good last year. During the summer, I think Phoenix Suns made one of the best additions all around the league by signing point guard Ricky Rubio. Rubio isn't a tier 1 point guard by any means, but he's a very good passer, decision maker, and actually has equipped himself with a respectable shot. The problem in Phoenix ever since Steve Nash left has been the point guard position. They've always had shooters but never good enough passers to put those shooters in the position to shoot. Now, hopefully that problem is resolved, or at least patched for the time being. On a team that features Devin Booker, Tyler Johnson, Kelly Oubre, that's super important. It also seems like they've found their future center in DeAndre Ayton, so their starting five looks very solid. There are some good backups in the form of Aaron Baines, Dario Saric, Mikal Bridges, and what the heck, maybe even Frank Kaminsky will show at least some potential that got him drafted number 9 4 years ago. All this is obviously if, but Phoenix has some talent and they finally have a point guard. I think this year it's a no-no for the playoffs, but they should be able to squeeze out more than the 19 wins they had last season. In the Southwest Division preview, I mentioned that this could be the year a certain legendary streak ends. Speaking of streaks then, have you noticed that it's been 13 straight seasons of no playoffs and less than 40 wins for the Sacramento Kings? It's really been that long. It seemed like last year both of these streaks, or at least one of them, would be broken, but in the end Sacramento won 39 games and narrowly missed the playoffs. Over the summer they made some good signings. They agreed with Trevor Ariza, a savvy veteran who will bring that playoff experience and leadership to the young Kings team. Dwayne Dedmon will replace Willie Cauley-Stein, and that's not that bad of a trade-off as you might think, because Willie Cauley-Stein wasn't the player Kings hoped him to become. Harrison Barnes, Corey Joseph, add all of this to a very talented young crop of players like Marvin Bagley, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Buddy Hield, De'Aaron Fox, and now you've got a team. What's also important, the team hasn't really hung up themselves on bad contracts. Absolutely nobody on this team earns more than $19 million per season, which is, I guess, good money management. Too bad the Sacramento Kings seem to be on the rise when the West is getting stronger and stronger each year. And at the end of the day, most heavy lifters on this team haven't even spent 5 years in the league. It's a team filled with talent, but in the as strong as ever Western Conference, that just might not be enough to get a playoff spot. Another team that will have to battle harder than usual for that playoff spot is the Golden State Warriors. They have experienced quite a turnaround. For this season, they've lost 2 All-Stars. Kevin Durant signed with the Brooklyn Nets, and Klay Thompson is injured, although he will come back later this season. All of this prompted the Warriors to acquire another All-Star partner for Steph Curry, at least for the time being, in D'Angelo Russell. They extended Draymond Green, they re-signed Klay Thompson, or you could say they took care of the original Warriors. They filled the void at the center spot by signing Willie Cauley-Stein, and they signed a couple more quality players like Marquise Chriss and Andrew Harrison as well. They were a veteran squad last year, but now they've become much younger. I guess it's just the logical chain of life. Veteran players are being replaced by younger players. But the Warriors will definitely be in unfamiliar territory. They won't be the favorites to win it all. Actually, that might help them this time. Nobody expects them to be a serious contender. KD is no longer there, and Klay won't play this calendar year. But that doesn't mean that they are suddenly a bad team now. I think they will make the playoffs. They have enough talent, they still have Steph Curry, who you should never overlook, but let me tell you, it will be a bit odd to watch the Warriors game and realize that Steph Curry at 31 years of age is their oldest player. Okay, let's go to the Battle of Los Angeles, and let's start with the Clippers. In many people's eyes, they are the ultimate winner of this year's free agency, and it's hard to argue with the facts. They signed one of the best basketball players in the world, fresh off of a championship and a Finals MVP in Kawhi Leonard. They traded for another superstar in Paul George, who early in the season was one of the leading candidates for regular season MVP. They already had a good team in place, a great coach, and a great owner. What else do you need? Additionally, one of the biggest advantages is that their whole starting five plays both ends of the floor. Their defense should be legit scary. And if that's not enough, you have the 6th player of the year coming off the bench. They also re-signed the soul of their team in Patrick Beverley, as well as other quality players like Patrick Patterson, JaMychal Green, and Ivica Zubac. Their team on paper looks like one of the best, if not the best, in the league. And there's obviously only one expectation this season, and that's an NBA championship. Will they achieve that? My gut feeling says no, but there should be absolutely no questions about whether they'll make the playoffs or not. By the way, watch out for Landry Shamet. He could be the one shooter who benefits the most from having 2 stars around him who defend and demand attention. He could have a big year. And the second, the most popular Los Angeles team, is the Los Angeles Lakers. They just won't let that crown of LA go, huh? They traded away a boatload of assets to try to win now and acquired Anthony Davis. That was pretty much what they needed to do, as LeBron is in no position to sit 5 more years through rebuilds, young player grooming, and all that other stuff. He wants to win now, and I understand that. For a moment, it all looked like it was too good to be true. AD was traded to LA, and there were reports that Lakers are also a serious contender to sign Kawhi Leonard. That would be just unfair to the league, but I actually was against it, since that would mean that they would have 3 max players and then a bunch of minimum salary players. That would be top heavy and they wouldn't have much of a team. Now, since they had all that money left, they actually can be a basketball team. They signed the unsung hero of the Toronto Raptors championship in Danny Green, who brings shooting and defense. They also acquired some defense with Avery Bradley coming to town, shooting in Quinn Cook and Troy Daniels. Oh, Dwight Howard is back in LA as well. Most importantly, a fan favorite, Alex Caruso, will also be a Laker. JaVale McGee is back, so is Rajon Rondo. And for some veteran leadership, they also acquired Jared Dudley. The team actually looks pretty solid on all fronts. One of the biggest questions for me is the coaching situation. This was a pretty big drama throughout the summer. They wanted Ty Lue, but he couldn't choose his staff, so they duked him. Monty Williams dukes them to go to Phoenix Suns, out of all the teams? And now, their head coach is Frank Vogel, who's on a rookie deal basically, and his assistant is Jason Kidd, who should be the Lakers head coach of the future, but somehow couldn't be that now. Besides all the drama with the coaching situation, the Lakers management has actually done a very good job building the team for this season. For me, there are 2 things to monitor closely here. Number 1, LeBron's health and health in general. Last year, the Lakers were playing good, but LeBron got hurt and everything started to go down. Last season as a whole seemed full of injuries for the Lakers. I think that was the biggest reason they didn't even make the playoffs. Was LeBron's injury just an anomaly and he will be the Iron Man again? Can their whole team be healthy and actually perform with their best lineup? And the second, how will this all mesh together? So much has changed over the course of the summer. Starting from the management to the players, everything is fresh and new. They will have a totally different starting lineup, bench players, possibly even new lockers. I don't know. We know from our experience that it takes time for the whole team to get to know each other, play well together. Will they have the patience for that? The Lakers will make the playoffs, but can they accomplish the ultimate goal of winning the championship? I guess we'll have to watch this game and see. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Which team is your favorite to win this division, and is this the division who will have an NBA champion next year? Please give me your predictions and thoughts about this division in the comments. Leave a like for the video and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. Thanks for everything. This was Purple Prince, and I'm out.